So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom and this is Neilangelo, something like that. Anyway, yeah, so he is driving the new, newish KV-2 with the Warhammer kind of get up. Look at this thing. I think it's quite a nice looking tank myself. Really pretty. You know what I mean. Warlike and abusive and masculine and hoorah, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, not American, I can't do that. So he is on airfield. It is a tier 8 game, so usual 357 matchmaking working really well for the tier 6 here. It's tier 6 Russian heavy tank, obviously with the 152mm Derp cannon. Funnily enough, he loaded initially with AP, and then which was what I was just checking, but then he swapped out for the HE, which is kind of your traditional Derp factor. KV-2R, KV-2 with this Warhammer logo, and that is why the lady loves the 152 cannon. So this was a special tank that Wargaming launched all of a sudden out of the blue. Nobody knew where it was coming from. But it is basically a regular KV-2, but a premium version with this Warhammer get-up. They did some kind of mishmash deal with Warhammer and being allowed to use the Warhammer brand and charge us twice the price for the favour, which is, nice of them, I think. Good. Anyway, he's come up here on the heavy line, as you would expect. He clearly doesn't have 6th sense. Not that that matters when you're in a KV-2. Oof, got a bit lucky there. Boy, oh boy. Well, he was unlucky with the shot. That derped into the ground, but then it was an unaimed shot. Unless you've sent 10,000 people to the gulag, that's always going to happen. But the fact was, he managed to get through there without being shot, which is just extraordinary. So now he's reloaded and he's got vengeance on his mind. Well, he would do if that Churchill would just pock up a little bit further. Now, the problem always on this map is that the defending TDs are all sitting up at D2 and tend to just knock merry hell out of everything that's up round here. Oh, just look, we're in the presence of lots of wallet warriors here. There's KV-2Rs, there's CDAs, there's an Alpine Tiger. Blimey. 1357s. So notice that the other flank is looking a little bit less than positive. Oh, hang on. Oh, let's see. No, never slowed down enough for us to get shot. The trouble with this derp gun, at any kind of range, you need the enemy to be sitting there, putting their picnic blanket out, putting their feet up and just waiting for you, or you need to pre-aim into a hole and just hope that that's where they run into, and then just hope to the ghost of Stalin that you manage to hit the damn thing. He's trying to get, if you can get that side shot on that. Nice hit, didn't pen him, but nice shot. 370 damage, would have knocked out. Oh, four critical hits. Yeah, that would have made a nasty mess of that T-34-85. We'll just have to see what the factors are. The enemy are still pushing around very heavily around this flank, and full marks to our lad here. He's managed to keep a really good spot on what was going on in the So that was a cracking little game there from Nilongelo. I should always pick names of people who actually can pronounce. That would be a good thing. He says it's a lucky KV-2 game. I don't think it was lucky at all. I think he played that really soundly. He was bottom tier in a tier 8 game, and he played it monumentally well and came out with the goods, so to speak. Got ace tanker, he got spotter. Always makes me laugh when heavy tanks get spotter badge. Bruiser, arsonist, duelist, fire for effect, the one everyone wants, Radley Waters medal, high caliber, and a top gun. He finished up unsurprisingly top of his team. 4,697 damage, 8 kills, 2,362 base XP, very nice. Fired 12 shots, hit with 9 of them, did damage with 9. Took 6 hits himself, 4 of which penned and 2 didn't. It was amazing. It was surprising me how many times the KV-2 will bounce shells when you're least expecting it. I think they were, to be fair, against that Churchill. Yeah, fairly lucky. Especially when he was down to such low hit points anyway. 1,000 assistance damage, which is mainly down to blowing the tracks off enemy tanks, I would imagine. I mean, look at the module damage. There's 2 modules on that Cromwell, mind you one-shotted him. You one-shotted him as well. Super Pershing, 8 module damage. Churchill 2, IS 2, 12-ton 2. E25 only did 1. Oh, he's slacking. 4 on the T-34 85M. I mean, just beautiful for doing that. Those HE shells, they knock out crew members, they knock out equipment, all sorts of things. 75,500 credits, doesn't run a premium account, so made just shy of 50,000 profit, which is a pretty good return on that game, and it was a monster game. Would have been 87,500 if he'd been running a premium account. Really good result. It was obviously ×4. I'm assuming that's a North American game because I don't remember a ×4 on the European server, and even then made lovely profit. 10,000 XP for his crew. Really good job. Would have been 15 if he been running a premium account. So there you go. He describes it a lucky. I wouldn't say it was lucky. I think that was just well played in a KV-2, done up in its fancy Warhammer get-up and laying down the smackdown. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. In the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun, try not to take it too seriously, and I'll see you again soon. This is GamerDom, signing out.